Have you ever wondered how a tiny seed turns into a huge tree? Let's embark on a magical journey to discover the life cycle of a plant, beginning with an unassuming seed. Even the mightiest of trees and most vibrant of flowers start their life as a humble seed, a compact package containing all the potential of life within. Seeds come in an array of shapes, sizes, and colors, each unique to the plant it will one day become. Now for the magic to begin, our seed needs just the right conditions. A comfortable spot in the soil where it's not too hot, not too cold, but just right. This cozy environment, coupled with a sprinkle of water, kickstarts a process known as germination. During germination, the seed begins to swell as it soaks up water, and a tiny root called a radical starts to push its way out. This is the first sign of life from our seed, a momentous occasion indeed. This tiny root has a monumental task ahead. It burrows down into the soil, securing the seed in place. This is the beginning of the root system, the plant's lifeline. The roots are the plant's anchor, holding it firm in the soil, but that's not all they do. Roots are like straws, sipping up water and essential nutrients from the soil. These nutrients are the plant's food, helping it grow and develop. Without this sustenance, our seed would remain just that, a seed. As our root system grows stronger and more robust, a tiny shoot begins to emerge from the seed and reaches towards the sunlight. The shoot will eventually become the stem of the plant, but that's a story for another day. And so the journey of a tiny seed begins, taking root in the soil. From a solitary seed to a sprouting plant, the journey is long and fascinating. But remember, this is just the beginning. As our plant grows, there will be leaves, flowers, and fruits to come. So, stay with us as we continue to explore the incredible life cycle of a plant. Roots do more than just hold the plant in the ground. They're the plant's lifeline. Imagine them as straws, sipping up water and nutrients from the soil. They're the plant's very own underground network, constantly at work to keep the plant healthy and growing. There are different types of roots, each with their unique functions. Take taproots, for instance. These are the champions of digging deep. With their long and thick main root, they can reach down into the soil to tap into water sources that are far below the surface. Carrots and dandelions are examples of plants with taproots. Then we have fibrous roots. These are like the cheerleaders of the root world. They spread out wide and shallow in the soil, creating a thick mat of roots. They're great at preventing soil erosion and quickly absorbing water and nutrients. Grass and corn are examples of plants with fibrous roots, but roots aren't the only superstars here. Let's not forget about stems. They're like the plant's highway system, transporting water, nutrients and sugars between the roots and leaves. Without stems, the leaves wouldn't get the water they need for photosynthesis, and the roots wouldn't get the sugars produced by the leaves. Stems also provide support to the plant, holding up the leaves towards the sun and keeping the flowers and fruits off the ground. They come in all shapes and sizes, from the thin, flexible stems of grass to the thick, sturdy trunks of trees. Each stem is designed to best support its plant, whether it's a towering redwood or a delicate tulip. So you see, a plant is a complex system, with each part playing its unique role. The roots anchor and absorb, the stems support and transport. They're all crucial to a plant's survival, growth, and reproduction. From the deepest root to the highest stem, every part plays a vital role in a plant's life. Scene script. Have you ever thought about how plants make their food? It's a magical process called photosynthesis. Imagine if you could whip up a meal just by basking in the sunlight. Sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Well, plants can do exactly that thanks to the magic of photosynthesis. Leaves play a starring role in this process. They're not just there to make the plant look pretty. Oh no, they're hard at work, acting as mini factories where the magic of photosynthesis happens. You see, leaves are full of a substance called chlorophyll, which gives them their green color. But chlorophyll isn't just a pretty face, it has a very important job to do. The process of photosynthesis starts when the sun rises. The sunlight is absorbed by the chlorophyll in the leaves. This energy is then used to combine water, which the plant draws up from the ground through its roots, with carbon dioxide, which the plant takes in from the air. Now here's where the magic happens. The plant uses the energy from the sunlight to transform the water and carbon dioxide into glucose, a type of sugar. This glucose is the plant's food, giving it the energy it needs to grow. But wait, there's more. As a byproduct of this process, the plant releases oxygen into the air. That's right, the very oxygen that we need to breathe. So while the plant is making its food, it's also helping us out by freshening up the air. Photosynthesis is a vital process, not just for the plants, but for all life on Earth. Without it, plants wouldn't be able to grow and we wouldn't have the oxygen we need to live. It's incredible, isn't it? With just sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide, plants can make their own food. Flowers are more than just pretty decorations. They play a crucial role in a plant's life. Let's delve into the fascinating world of flowers and the process of pollination. Flowers are the reproductive organs of a plant. Each flower is a marvel of nature, designed to ensure the continuation of its species. They come in all shapes and sizes, from the tiny blossoms of the thyme to the large, vibrant flowers of the hibiscus. But regardless of their size or color, all flowers share a common goal: reproduction. Now you might wonder, how do flowers reproduce? The answer is through a process called pollination. Pollination is a fascinating, intricate dance of nature involving flowers and their pollinators. So what exactly is pollination? Well, it's the transfer of pollen from the male part of a flower, called the stamen, to the female part, known as the pistil. This transfer can happen within the same flower or between two different flowers. The ultimate goal? To fertilize the flower and produce seeds for the next generation of plants. But flowers can't move around to pollinate each other, can they? That's where pollinators come in. These can be insects like bees and butterflies, birds like hummingbirds, or even the wind. These pollinators are attracted to the flowers by their bright colors, sweet nectar, and captivating fragrances. As the pollinators move from flower to flower, they carry pollen on their bodies, unwittingly helping the flowers in their mission to reproduce. For instance, when a bee lands on a flower to sip its nectar, pollen grains stick to its fuzzy body. As the bee visits the next flower, some of these pollen grains rub off onto the new flower's pistil, successfully pollinating the flower. The relationship between flowers and their pollinators is a wonderful example of mutual benefit. The flowers get to reproduce, while the pollinators get a tasty treat. It's nature's perfect partnership. From the bright petals to the buzzing bees, everything has a purpose in the beautiful dance of pollination. Ever wondered why fruits are so delicious? They have a very important job. After a flower has been pollinated, it transforms into a fruit. This isn't just a magical transformation, it's a crucial step in a plant's life cycle. The fruit acts like a protective shield for the seeds inside, keeping them safe until they're ready to start their own journey. Fruits aren't just tasty snacks for us, they're also appealing to animals. When animals eat fruits, they often carry the seeds away from the parent plant. This is one way seeds get dispersed or spread around, but that's not the only method. Some seeds float on the wind or on water, while others hitch a ride on animal fur or even burst out of their fruit in an explosive launch. The journey of a seed doesn't end with a mature plant, it continues spreading life far and wide. But plants are more than just greenery, they're the lifeblood of our planet. This statement holds more truth than you might realize. As we've journeyed through the life cycle of a plant, from a tiny seed to a mature plant, we've discovered the vital roles they play in our ecosystem. Plants are nature's architects, creating oxygen, which is fundamental for our survival. They do this through a magical process called photosynthesis, where they transform sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide into life-giving oxygen and glucose, their own food. Plants are also our planet's chefs, providing us with an array of fruits, vegetables, and grains that are crucial for our nutrition. They are the artists of our world, painting our landscapes with their lush greenery and vibrant flowers. And let's not forget, plants are the planet's storytellers, with each seed carrying the promise of a new life, ready to embark on its own incredible journey. So next time you see a plant, remember the incredible journey it's been on and the vital role it plays in our world.